Welcome to the video, guys. Did any of you guys pull for this current 10 times event? I, obviously, am going to. I skipped the last 10 times, but this one has two champions that I've wanted for a while now, and that is Zavia and Rotos. So really keeping my fingers crossed. You guys already know what's going to happen, right? I'm going to pull Legendary, and it's going to be Blood Gore.
I don't like the look of it.
Ah, he'd be a dupe, but we're gonna get a dupe system reveal here in a week or so, less than a week. So fingers crossed there as well. Let me know if you guys were lucky enough to pull either of my most wanted champions from this 10 times event. So I'm in on this one. Those are two of my missing champions. So let's go after them. My missing legendary champions. So let's go after them. Let's jump right into it here. And as we do, $100 per legendary to against Malaria. Oh! What a video! What a video! Rotos, welcome to the team, big fella, or little fella, or undead fella.
You're killing the mood, darling.
Anyway, guys, that was cool. $100 to against malaria. So against malaria, guys, I'll be quick on this. You guys know that I've been supporting this cause for years now, a couple of years here on this channel, and several years before that on my main or my other YouTube channel. I feel like this is kind of low-key my main YouTube channel now. I'm really just enjoying the vibes here. You guys in the comments, okay, I'll get off my hippie vibes here. Loving everybody too much. But, you know, this is all the euphoria of pulling Rotos bleeding into my next commentary, right? But anyway, against malaria, guys, you may or may not have seen the news. I tweeted about it the other day. Huge news, right? The world's first vaccine approved to treat people to prevent, malaria. This is going to save millions of children's lives. Millions of children's lives will be saved from this vaccine. It is not foolproof, though. It actually is only going to prevent about half or less of the lives that are lost, 400,000 a year, right? So we still need to support causes, organizations out there like Against Malaria that actually have a more grassroots, I guess, hands-on approach to where they have these insecticide mosquito kind of bed nets. That it does really save lives, and they're very cheap as well. An affordable way to really make an impact and save lives for all of you guys. So I would encourage you guys to donate to that cause as well. If you can afford to do so, it's only $5 for a mosquito bed net. It might be even cheaper than that. I'll have a link for you guys in the show notes below. What better way is there to, to do good in this world, to feel good about yourself, and to help others than to save a child's life? Seriously, guys. Seriously. Anyway, Rotos, welcome to the team. $100 to against malaria. We have the decreased defense on the A1, extra turn chance on the A2. Do have a ton of damage, basically, a ton of damage. And on the A3, we're ignoring unkillable and block damage debuffs. Grants an extra turn if it kills an enemy. You guys know Rotos, such a pain to go against in the arena. I'm glad I have him on my team now. And I should mention, guys, as a disclaimer here, you still only have a 0.5% chance at pulling a legendary on these 10 times events. So, keep that in mind. I will not be pulling for this event on my free-to-play account because I think it's not a very wise time for free-to-play players to spend their shards or to open their shards at all. So, take that into consideration here. I'm only pulling on this particular 10-time event on my main account, my pay-to-win, dirty pay-to-win account, because of one of my missing legendaries. So if I can get Zavia, forget about it, man. Forget about it. Did anybody see the Sopranos movie? I'm probably dating myself in terms of, I love the Sopranos back in, 1999, 2004 or so. I love the TV show, and I was a little let down with the movie. Not gonna lie, a little let down with the movie. It wasn't awful, but it didn't blow me away either, Anyway, that was my movie of the week for you guys. Let's see. Book of the week. Do I have a book of the week? I'm listening to a book right now, audiobook, obviously. 2 Odishais in a row. He's begging me to talk about him. Listen to an audiobook right now about the Salem witch trial. Kind of a Halloween theme here. Don't really like it. It's dry, so I can't recommend it to you guys.
Then what are we still doing here?
But I'm going to try another book on the same topic and see if I have a better recommendation. Odachai. I think that he's the most compelling rare champion added to the game probably this year, and that's not saying much because they're not really adding any good rares to the game anymore, guys. Has a provoke on his A1, damage based on defense. On his A2, he has a self-shield and an AoE attack. And then on the A3, he has debuffs, excuse me, on all allies for 1 turn and the weak version of increased defense. That is on a 3-turn cooldown. I think he can do a lot worse for a rare champion. I think he's a champion that's definitely worth taking to 50 if you need help for Shadowkin Faction Wars once that gets added to the game. Definitely a rare to keep your eyes on. Deke, we already know Deke. Decreased defense, AoE with extra turn, you know, time compression is an insane ability for turn meter control from an epic champion. Even Executioner, no one really talks about him. Let me know if you want me to build this dude and do a guide on him. There's probably already a lot of guides on him as a legacy rare champion. But he has turn meter, he has decreased speed, he has increased defense and counterattack on himself, which leads him into more stuns off of his A1. I think he's a really cool and maybe underrated rare champion out there. I have not built him, but just his kit looks really solid. Another epic, Frostbringer. We talked about Frostbringer in the Are Epics Doomed video. I'll link that for you guys in the show notes below. I listed 5 epic champions that I really think need a buff, you know, for reasons other than just they suck, right? And Frostbringer was one of them. Karam, Urson Ironhide, and Thenasil. All right champions. All average. Maybe above average in Thenasil's case, but I feel like a little bit of power creep going on there too with him. We have Aothar, again, another power creep poison layer. I feel like they're adding so many great poisoners in the game. Nothing against Aothar, but he's not as good as he was when I first downloaded the game a couple years ago. So a bunch of rares. Pretty much what I expected, you know, from the video. I'm going to make room come back. I have 34 ancient shards to open, and I have 2 sacred shards as well. I will be right back. All right, guys, we're right back at it. Here we go. I think that Rotos might be in contention of the best single target damage dealer in the game. Who else would you put in that conversation, guys? Maybe Turvold, maybe Kratraxa. Who else would you put there? Kratraxa, Turvold. I'm a big fan of Little Miss Annie as well, in terms of a single target nuker. Who else? I feel like there's a few others, maybe. A few others, but definitely Rotos is there. Not just PvP, which people think of Rotos for, really PvE content as well. All right, so far, not much to speak of here. I would say Abyssal, by the way, probably the second best rare they've added this year. But again, that's not saying too much, really, you know? Nah, man, nothing there, nothing there. 5, let's open these 5, and let's open my 2 sacreds. Keep our fingers crossed. Can we get our hands on Zavia? Probably not, but you never know. Crazier things have happened here on this channel. All right, here we go. More blues. No, thank you. Rocktooth. Man, something about pulling ancient shards one at a time. Yikes. Siegebreaker. 2 more to go. Siegebreaker. You, Skull Crusher spinoff. Life Taker, Usachi wannabe. Isn't it funny when they use the same models, you know, like for champions? You can definitely pick up on it. Okay, we have 2 sacreds, guys. Let's do it. Let's do it. Only 2. Here comes 1. Here comes number 1. Let's do this. Boom. Okay, still Skull. All right. One more. One more. Here we go. Give me something good. Give me something really good. Boom! All right, don't worry. We're going to reload. 2 more sacreds. 2 more. Be right back. All right, guys. By the way, I'm going into the Summon Rush event right now, right? And good God, how have I not completed it? I'm only 2 rows in with all those shards. Are you kidding me? Jeez. All right, let's collect this stuff. Let me see how I'm doing on my fragments as well. You guys don't mind, right? You guys don't mind. It's a short video anyway. It's a shard opening video.
I do.
So fragment summons. Oh, okay. Well, we almost have 3 already ready to go. Let me know, guys, please. I really need your advice on this one. Who do you want me to, who should I max first and do a full guide on? Of the 3 of these. Let me summon this champ, and then let me try to say her name correctly. Thylesia on the A1 debuff spread, okay? Placing it on all enemies under Hex debuffs, okay? A2 attacks all enemies, increase the duration of all debuffs on all enemies by 1 turn, okay? A3 AoE with decreased defense for 2 turns on a 3-turn cooldown. Okay. And then when attacking enemies under decreased defense, 50% chance to place a hex debuff on them for 2 turns. Interesting. She seems pretty good. She seems pretty good. All right, I have 5 more shards for both of these champions as well, so stay tuned. Let me know. I think the word in the street is I purposely don't watch the other YouTube guides on these champions because I want to have form an opinion on my own and give it to you, even if it's not the same as everybody else. But Demitha, just based on the titles of YouTube videos that come into my feed, I think that she is widely considered to be even maybe better than the Fusion. So that good of a champion. So I'm looking forward to her as well. 2 more Sacreds. Let's do this, guys. 1 Epic and Phoenix, who I like. I really like. He really impressed me. And then, okay. All right. So 1 legendary, guys. Luria. 1 legendary I'm not going to buy anymore. That's it. Enough is enough. I'm putting constraints on myself, guys. $100 to against Malaria. Again, I won't give you the whole speech that I gave you earlier in the video, but maybe do some good today if you're willing to, if you have the means to do so. Thank you so much for watching all the way till the end of the video, guys. I appreciate it. Good luck if you're going for the Fusion, the Fragments, and good luck if you do pull any shards as well. Have a great weekend if you're watching this at the time that goes live. If not, have a great week, have a great day, have a great night. Thank you for watching, and as always, take care, guys.